Now, I know I have the type of body that roughly translates to, he's funny and makes me laugh, or he's good at cuddling, but don't get it twisted, your old boy Dicko was an avid gym enthusiast back in the day. I had the sort of body that made women leak at their knees. See what I did there? So without further ado, here's my little choice selection of unfavourable sorts you'll probably encounter at the gym. So first up is the big cunt, you know the type, shaved head, built like a brick shithouse, sporting a pair of grey joggers matched with a very modest string vest, nipples peeking out, taunting you because he's a fucking man, and if he wants to fuck your girlfriend he'll make you stand there and watch. Now those of you with a keen eye will notice some common characteristics amongst the aforementioned big old bastard: a bright red bonce precipitated by 1,000 milligrams of testosterone, with a face that only a mother could love, extremely spotty back and shoulders that a fucking blind person could read, and let's not forget the various tribal tattoos plastered on his arms and legs, just to remind you once again that he's a fucking hard bastard. Now if perchance you didn't happen to spot him, just listen for the unmistakable sound of a large Eastern European woman giving birth to a small elephant. Did you find him? Well done. There he is over there by the free weight, pacing around like a retarded bull, breathing heavily, just waiting for the next cunt to look at him funny. He finishes his set in a spectacular final display of pure, unadulterated masculinity, throws his weights on the floor, roars furiously and looks around in anticipation as if expecting all the women in the gym to instantly disrobe. Does he put his weights away when he's finished? Of course he fucking doesn't.
I want to break free.
Next up is the pretty boy. You've probably seen his pictures on your Facebook feed and thought it was a gay model who wanted to get his cock sucked. But alas, it's actually a straight man who thinks he's a model and wants to suck his own cock. Anywho, if you aren't familiar with this gentleman, you'll obviously find him over by the mirrored wall. He'll be the orange guy looking at himself, sporting a chiseled jawline and an angry erection. Now don't get me wrong, he's still a pretty big cunt, just less body fat due to a healthy morning breakfast that consists of about 50 milligrams of Anavar. As usual, you'll notice some common characteristics. Ah, fuck, I've already used that phrase. Corresponding attributes. Thanks, Google. Currently fashionable hair that he gelled just before coming to the gym, expensive skin tight and ill-suited apparel. Fuck off, I can use whatever words I want. A tattoo on his forearm saying only God can judge me in calligraphy, and to top it off, 2 cheeky diamante earrings just so that when the time is right, he can take the left one out. If your gaydar is for some reason not functioning well, he's the guy that habitually lifts up his top to inspect his abs, sometimes taking a cheeky picture of them whilst grinning self-importantly as he uploads them to Tinder, hoping that if he bangs enough empty women, ironically filling them up, he can keep his homosexual thoughts very much at bay.
You know the rules, and so do I.
Last and by no means least is the dad. Now don't pretend that you don't bloody know him. Hell, it's probably your fucking dad. Balding, overweight, hairy shoulders, wearing blue shorts, white socks, shit trainers, with a fucking towel slung over his shoulders. We'll get into that later. Making up about 70% of the gym's income and showing up about 10% of the time. Now he might be alpha big bollocks at his place of work, but when he walks through those gym doors, he's now the antelope of the Serengeti. Except fatter, slower, hairier, and thinking about it, he doesn't actually resemble an antelope in any way. And he's just walked into tiger territory. Or cougars if you know what I mean. Wink wink, nudge nudge. You'll find him mostly working on the machines. High reps, low reps, bad technique. He doesn't fucking care as he sits there carelessly bashing away like a 13-year-old who just discovered his erection. Once he's finished his set, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, you better believe that towel's coming in handy, because this cunt's seat is wetter than a cucumber in a woman's prison. And just to top it off, he's expelling some pernicious body odour too. Fuck off, I'll use a thesaurus if I want. Occasionally he stupidly wanders over to the free weight area, but after quickly and awkwardly jiggling the dumbbells around like he's rehabilitating from a serious car accident, he gives up and heads over to the matted area to go and do some abdominal exercises, which for him is short for lying down and not moving. As is always the case, he bumps into another dad that lives across the fucking street, and they both lie there awkwardly talking for the next 30 minutes about how a footballer did a goal or how they like to come here to get away from the wife while she's at home getting a deep and angry banging by a work colleague over the washing machine.
I'm a model, you know what I mean, and I do my little turn on the catwalk.